My name is Rohit Khatri, and currently I'm heading product engineering and data initiative at UpScalio. And I'm working with a team of 18 people here. From UpScalio as a roll-up e-commerce company, so there are like multiple issues which we face when it comes to our day-to-day operations. The first and foremost is multiple brands. In a usual e-commerce company, they're just working with one of the brands they have. But in our case, at this point, we are working with 13 brands in-house, which are managing entirely, and then more will be keep on adding in the stack. So that creates more complexity when it comes to higher number of sales channels for higher number of brands. So when I say sales channel, we have more than 20 to 30 sales channels active at this point of time, which and to manage these, let's say 12 brands on 30 marketplaces, which we are currently managing, we have around 30 to 50 software which are being run in parallel, which create a lot of data silos sitting in different areas. So that's the main thing which we are trying to solve. Basically, UpScalio is a roll-up e-commerce model based on Thrasio, which is working out of European Western countries. This is a similar model, but in Indian geography. As a business, what we do is we acquire existing e-commerce brands in India and then manage the end-to-end operations. So in terms of the overall business issues, the main thing which we try to leverage is growth. So the businesses which have been stagnant for a while, we come in the picture, put in the right capital and resources to grow them 5 to 10x depending on the category, and that's what we are trying to solve for. This is an interesting one. So it was very maybe menial and frustrating, in fact, because initially the entire data extraction part was manual. Our team was going to different sales panels, different OMS panels to download the reports, crunching them, creating different Google Sheets. Everything was maybe entirely imagined Google Sheets. And we had to hire a lot of MIS people just to cater to this download and upload and then Excel formulation. That was very maybe menial thing. And we were not able to generate deeper insights, and it also costed us speed. So for a simple analysis, it took a few days, then maybe a few seconds or maybe a few hours. So when it comes to Saras, we leveraged two main offerings. One is, of course, the Daton, which is a data extraction tool as a SaaS, which we mentioned. So it accumulated or maybe aggregated all our data sources centrally into BigQuery as a data warehouse, over which we started building our data transformation. So that's one, Daton. And the second is the consulting team. So again, we were fairly new when we onboarded Saras as a partner. So we required right direction and right expertise in the same domain. So that's where Saras teams came in the picture, helped us building the entire analytics platform and the reporting the way we would want it to be. So these are the two reasons Saras helped us solve in our lives. The idea was to make a decision-making process in the organization based on data as much as possible. With Saras, we are able to build a scalable data and analytics platform that is built on the modern data stack. That really helped us moving from weekly reporting to almost real-time reporting, which helps us in blending marketing, sales, inventory systems all together and generate deeper insights. And with this impact, our business teams are coming back to us on a day-to-day basis, asking for more reports that we can create, and we take business further with the reports which we are generating with the help of science. Stack, we have major four pieces: extraction, your data warehouse, then the transformation layer, and then the visualization layer. In the extraction piece, we are leveraging Daton. So Daton, since it's a very e-commerce focused extraction layer for us, and it has out-of-the-box connectors when it comes to marketplaces like Amazon, which we are majorly focusing on. And even if the marketplaces doesn't have the APIs or the connectors available, Daton has the RPA support for marketplaces like Flipkart, Pepperfry. This gives us an edge in terms of building our centralized reporting system. And this particular offering of RPA support for other marketplaces is not provided by any other player in the market. And then Daton also caters to different use cases of SCM automation by connecting with Unicommerce then marketing automation, maybe marketing reporting automation like Google Ads, Facebook Ads. So it's a one-stop solution for us to extract data from different use case perspective, and that's how we ended up choosing Daton. From data warehouse perspective, we are using BigQuery. So BigQuery is a kind of a cost-effective solution for us, and it has native connections to GA4 and other marketing system. That was a major decision which we took for choosing BigQuery. And then the next part is the data transformation. In the data transformation, we choose DBT. To give you the context, we have a setup in which we'll keep adding multiple brands in a month or so. We keep acquiring the brands and then keep adding them in our reporting system. And we didn't want to meddle with the code every time there is a new brand which is getting plugged in. So we chose DBT that provides the entire orchestration when it comes to building new data transformation set for the new brands. That was the main reason, and since it's also open source and free to use, and like it makes our lives easier from different perspectives. So that's how we ended up choosing DBT. And from a visualization layer standpoint, we are using Power BI, which is the main reason of the cost also, because it's quite cost effective when it comes to other tools like Tableau. From analytics roadmap standpoint, we have three major components. So one is data engineering, then the BI visualization, and then the advanced analytics. From data engineering perspective, we have almost 70% of data sources in place with the help of Daton. And now the idea is to keep adding the remaining 30% of the data sources. So for which we'll be leveraging different technologies or maybe the APIs or the upcoming data connectors in the RPS provided by Daton. And that's how we'll be having the entire data, 100% data in our data warehouses. And since we already have the data and we have already built a major business KPI which helps in maybe taking the right business decisions at this point of time, we would want to extend the capability of visualization to our other teams like finance, M&A, so that they can also reduce their overall TAT when it comes to analysis and the further deeper insights. That's from a BI standpoint. And since all the basics would have been there, now the main next step which we would look forward to is forecasting or maybe optimizing on for the growth, for which we will be building sales forecasting modules, inventory forecasting modules, so that we can reduce the cost and optimize for the better like the profitability. So that's how our roadmap looks like at this point. So when we started exploring for a data connector, maybe data extraction layer as such, so we explored a few options, but the main reason we chose Daton was from data sources availability standpoint, and primarily the e-commerce. So from e-commerce, when I say connectors for marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, Shopify, no one has like available within their out-of-the-box solutions. Saras and the Daton team already had these connectors with them. And for the marketplaces which don't provide the APIs to maybe create the connectors, so they already have the RPA support to get the data out. So that was one of the major reasons we planned to go ahead with Daton. Okay, so if I have to recommend Saras, that would be because of two main reasons. The first would be the e-commerce focus, dedicated e-commerce focus by Daton team, and not just in a SaaS perspective. Just providing the extraction, but also from a consulting perspective. To give you the context, so we planned up certain KPIs, let's say for an example, 10 KPIs. So as per our understanding, that's where Saras team came in the picture, helped us in maybe extensifying the KPIs to give us a better insight of our existing businesses and optimize for the cost. So definitely they do have like a lot of expertise in terms of technology in the team as a consulting team. And then second would be definitely the one team solution for all the data needs. So by that I mean they already have data engineering experts, they have visualization expert, and in fact the advanced analytic expert, which keeps interacting with us and helping us maybe managing our data roadmap and data execution on the day-to-day basis very well. So these are the two main reasons. Of course, they were. Okay, to give you context again, so we were a fairly new organization when we onboarded Saras, and we were not clear about the requirements, and requirements kept changing on the fly. requirements changed, but timelines were still the same. So that's where I really appreciate Saras team to maybe extend their resources and ensuring timely delivery of the new and maybe the ongoing changes which we keep on adding. So that's what I really appreciate.